All right, robot fans, welcome back. How was lunch? All right, be honest with me. Who's got a food coma? All right, we got a couple. Well, I am very happy to report that these teams are bringing the energy and bringing the heat. My food coma is going to be gone pretty darn quick, I've got a feeling. On the field now, we are getting ready for Solomon Qualification match number 19, our first after lunch. Let's meet our competitors who are bringing us back, starting on the Red Alliance, where we have Team 11-3-95.
Out of Crystal Lake, Golden Gators.
Their partners in this alliance, give it up for 10-5-10.
Joining us from Chicago, I'm Botman.
Over on the Blue Alliance, it's 10-6-35.
From Batavia, Unknown Element.
And rounding it out, it's Team 12-8-68.
They're from Bradley, Ironclad.
In this match on blue, we have Unknown Element, our #1 ranked team so far on the Solomon division. Last time we saw them, they had an impressive tower, but we've seen plenty of impressive stacks of stones. We'll have to see what they can do this time around. And we have the all clear. We're coming back right on time. Thank you, teams. Solomon 19 in 3, 2, 1, go.
Autonomous underway. The field countdown is working. We're just missing field sounds at the moment. That is no worry, though. Robots operating under their pre-programmed autonomous instructions. A Skystone delivery on behalf of Unknown Element of the Blue Alliance. They're going for their second Skystone now. 10 seconds remaining in autonomous. And a reposition of that foundation, a navigation, and a single navigation for I'm Botman. I will count down that interlude.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Field sounds back and drivers at control of their robots. All 4 robots on the move right away. Blue Alliance leads 50-15 after a remarkably impressive autonomous from Unknown Element. Their alliance partner Ironclad look like they will be ferrying some stones from the quarry so that their partner can access them more easily. Meanwhile, on the red side of the field, I'm Botman 10-5-10, looking to place the second stone on the foundation for the Red Alliance. They do so. 1 more point added to that score. Manipulator swerves its way on up for 11-3-95. That is Golden Gators. And their manipulator will nudge that stone, trying to interlock it. Unfortunately, it does fall, but there are still 3 stones and 3 points on the Red Alliance foundation. I'm Botman going for a 4th. Meanwhile, Unknown Element and Ironclad have accomplished a level 5 skyscraper. Level 6 coming up now from Unknown Element. Unknown Element's manipulator looks like it could even go twice as high as we see it going now. Only half of those rails are being used to reach the 6th and now 7th level of a skyscraper for the Blue Alliance. Ironclad is doing a phenomenal job for support for the Blue Alliance. They are getting stones from the human player in the Blue Alliance depot. They are bringing those stones across the field, facing a bit of a congestion from a Red Alliance member, that is Golden Gators. Both robots on each side of the field collecting stones from the depot as we count down the final 30 seconds of qualification match number 19 on Solomon. Unknown Element, they are going up. They have a capstone on this stone, and unfortunately, the capstone does land on the foundation, but in the process, they are down to a level 2 skyscraper. Not much time remaining. We have 1 more capstone with Ironclad, Bradley Bourbonnais. That foundation still in the building site in our final 2, 1. And that is the end of match number 19. Referees will tally up where all of those stones landed for the Blue Alliance. And our final score will be up after the next Cooper match.
And speaking of next Cooper match, we're getting ready for Cooper Qualification match number 19. Bringing us back from lunch in Cooper. On the Red Alliance, it's 12-9-82.
From Riverside, Brookfield High School, it's the Bionic Bulldogs.
And with them on the Red Alliance, it's 15-82.
From Back of the Yards High School in Chicago, it's Bobcats Robotics Orange.
Over on the Blue Alliance, give it up for 11-3-92.
From Naperville, it's Defenestration.
And their partners 32-16.
Also from Chicago and Whitney Young Magna High School, it's RoboFins.
We already have the all clear to begin match 19 in 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, all of our players on this field are recharged, as are our robots. So let's get ready for our first match over lunch over here on the Cooper division. No, first up to strike. Oh, it looks like Blue Alliance is having a little bit of a traffic jam, doing their best 290 impersonation. Nobody's able to get anywhere, but they do finally squeeze through and make it to their foundation, place their stone down with 3 seconds left in the autonomous period.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All right, teleoperated period underway. Red Alliance was unable to score in the autonomous period, so what they lacked in autonomous, they'll have to make up for in the teleoperated and end game period. Blue Alliance already has a good start, 1 stone down. It looks like they may have accidentally lost possession of their capstone early on the Blue Alliance. This might be a costly mistake, which leaves the door open for the Red Alliance. First 30 seconds has come to an end, and Red Alliance finally puts down one of their stones over in the red building site. And on our Blue Alliance, both the robots utilizing teamwork. One is shagging stones, the other is stacking. They've got a tower of 2 high and are about to add on a third for their troubles. All right, looks like Red Alliance does get their stone onto their foundation. They've got 2 down. Still a ways to go if they want to catch Blue, but it's entirely possible with 46 seconds remaining. All right, almost a tier 4 tower for the Blue as we round up and go into our end game period. Teams now able to score their capstone. Blue Alliance capstone delivered thanks to their human player counterpart. We'll see if they can go over, grab it, and place it on top of their tower, earning a bonus, an end game bonus. And it looks like Red Alliance was able to catch up a bit. We will see if that sticks after both Blue Alliance robots are parked. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's the conclusion over here. Let's find out our scores from the previous Solomon match.
Our first scores after lunch, Solomon 19 goes to the Blue Alliance. Their final result, 93-63. That's great news for Unknown Element. They're going to remain in the number 1 ranked position here on Solomon. On the field now, getting ready for qualification match number 20. We'll meet our competitors as always, starting with Red and Team 5037.
From Elgin, got a robot.
And their partners, Team 6287.
Joining us from Highland Park, Vertigo.
Over on the Blue Alliance, give it up for 10836.
They're from Elmhurst, Illinois, Stemper Phi.
And we're going to round it out with our number 2 ranked team in Solomon. It's Team 15159.
From Chicago, We Bite.
And we have the all clear match 20 in 3, 2, 1, go.
Autonomous underway in match number 20 on Solomon. We do see Vertigo attempt to grab a Skystone from their quarry. The same happening for the Blue Alliance. That's We Bite. It looks like somehow We Bite passed a stone off right in front of Stemper and that means Stemper is going to miss on the attempt to reposition the foundation. But We Bite did deliver a stone during Autonomous. That's going to be worth 2 points. Checking out the red side of the field, Vertigo might just barely breach.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Again, that was Vertigo coming very, very close to repositioning the foundation, but referees took a closer look and it fell a little bit shy. So both alliances immediately are moving those foundations into the building site. That's worth 15 points if they can remove it at the end of the match. 15 points is quite a swing here in Skystone, so those teams will prioritize those easy points every opportunity they have. Got Robot of the Red Alliance drops off a level 2 skyscraper now. We Bite in blue is waiting for a pass-off delivery from Stemper. Stemper does an excellent job of feeding stones into the manipulator of We Bite. And now We Bite will lower their arm down onto the surface of the Blue Alliance foundation. In the process, they do interlock the stone that was placed there during Autonomous, meaning they now have a level 2 skyscraper. That did slow them down a little bit, though. Got Robot already accomplishing level 4, while We Bite is trying to keep up with their level 3. Stemper, though, doing excellent deliveries. They're heading all the way down to the Stemper human player on the Blue Alliance depot. That is quite a line to cross, though, a very far journey for Stemper and the Blue Alliance. Red Alliance is also down to collecting stones from the depot for Red, and it looks like Got Robot has unfortunately tipped over part of the Red Alliance skyscraper. It is supported by the playing field wall, though, so they might be able to pick it back up during our end game. 25 seconds remaining in the match. Stemper attempting to put their capstone on one more stone before they raise it up and put it onto the Blue Alliance foundation for a final score in this match. Blue is still leading because of that skyscraper being supported by the playing station wall. 6 seconds remaining in the match. Got Robot looking for one more point in our final 3, 2, 1. And that concludes match number 20 of 28 today on the Solomon division.
Coming back on over to Cooper, we have the results from qualification match number 19. Coming up on our display, this one goes to the Blue Alliance. Final score 64 for Blue, 36 for Red. You might notice from that result that one of the Blue Alliance robots is moving up in the rankings while one is moving down. That's due to the tiebreaker points earned. When ties occur in the rankings, the score of an opposing alliance is used to help break that tie. That means that the tiebreaker result from this match ultimately helped one team and hurt the other. On the field now, we're preparing for qualification match number 20 on Cooper. Starting on our Red Alliance, let's say hello to Team 15118.
You know them from Deerfield High School. They are Cog Champ.
With them on the Red Alliance, it's 11177.
From Riverbend High School District in Fulton, it's Gear Grinders.
Over on the Blue Alliance, let's hear it for 14198.
The first of our 2 Chicago teams on this alliance, they're the Bobcats Robotics Maroon.
And also with them, it's Team 3758.
Also representing Sweet Home Chicago, it's the Aztec Eagles.
It looks like our field crew trying to work through a slight technical error. The display showing a timeout in progress. Once we can get that fixed, we can get started with the match.
Did you try turning it off and turning it back on again? That's what they did, so.
But
Oh, I got funnier jokes if you guys want. Oh, it looks like Ryan wants to hear a really funny joke. All right, how many ears does Spock have? You would think it's 2, but it's actually 3. He's got the right one, he's got the left one, and then he's got the final frontier. So.
Boo.
Boo. I agree. It was pretty bad. We're good, yeah. Killer wallpaper.
And it looks like we're back in business. Our field timer now visible to our alliances on Cooper Field number 2. And we have the all clear Cooper match 20 in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, autonomous period is finally underway. One apiece robot from each alliance successfully selects their Skystone. However, only Red Alliance is successful in delivering that onto their Alliance Foundation. And before I can finish that sentence, they drop another, trying to move that now to their building sites, so then they can get the 10-point bonus now and the 15-point bonus during the end game, which they successfully do.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All right, our drivers are now in complete control of their robots using their Logitech controllers and their Android driving stations. Red Alliance drops another stone onto their foundation, getting ready to start what is hopefully going to be a tall tower. We'll see how that unfolds, as they are already at a tier 2 tower with plenty of stones still left in the loading zone for both alliances to use. Remember, any blocks that are outside of the alliance-specific depots, those are the squares in the corner, are free game for any robots to use and score for their alliance partner. And as this starts to run dry, our human players will come into effect and load in these stones from each alliance's reserves. And with that, it looks like we have a level 5 tower on the Red Alliance here. A score check will reveal a 66-14 lead for the Red Alliance. 53 seconds remain in the match. All right, robots now looking for any and all stones to be used. Human players can also only load 1 stone at a time, so they can only have 1 stone in their depot. So Gear Grinders moves theirs out, and their human player places another down as we enter our endgame period. Now over on the Red Alliance, we've got 2 towers, one that is a tier 5 and one that is a tier 3. This is now when the teams usually try and score their capstones to earn a bonus, and unfortunately falls off for the Red Alliance, so they are not going to be able to get that on their taller tower, but they're going to pull it out, get that 15-point bonus. And with 3 seconds remaining, everybody decides to chill, put their controllers down, and we'll get back with the final scores at the conclusion of the following Solomon match. Until then, stand by.
Results for Solomon match 20 are ready. This one's going to the Red Alliance with a final score of 66-43. Key to that Red Alliance victory was 2 major penalties assessed upon the Blue Alliance. That right there was because Blue Alliance robots were in possession of 2 stones while they scored points. One of the biggest ways that an alliance can earn penalty points is by possessing more than 1 stone while they're actively scoring. Make sure you're only in possession of a single stone, teams, so that mistake doesn't happen to you. Now on the field, getting ready for match 21. We'll start on the Red Alliance with 16-4-57.
From Naperville, Deviation.
And 13-59.
That's Achilles Wheel from Highland Park.
Over in blue, it's 12-9-71.
Control Y out of Champaign.
And 14-5-92.
They're from Chicago, Huskies.
We've got the all clear. Match 21 in 3, 2, 1, go.
We see 4 robots move right away during Autonomous in match number 21 of the Solomon Division. It looks like a cooperative Autonomous between HSA Huskies and Control Y on the Blue Alliance. Control Y now delivering their second Skystone, but a collision with Huskies might slow them down. Regardless, it looks like those robots are in navigation, and somehow Control Y readjusts during Autonomous to deliver that second Skystone and to navigate at the end of Autonomous.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
A very impressive Autonomous on the blue side of the field. Red also picking up 30 points during Autonomous. That's thanks to a stone delivery and placement, as well as some navigations. Checking out Deviation of the Red Alliance, working together with Achilles Wheel. Deviation does put that foundation into the Red Alliance building site right away. They do have a stone within their robot, and it looks like their manipulator is having a little bit of trouble enclosing around that stone. Robots can only control 1 playing element at a time, so they need to be careful to get that stone removed from their robot before they try to score with another. Their alliance partner, Achilles Wheel of the Red Alliance, they will deliver an additional stone for red, and they will work on placement on that red foundation. Huskies of the Blue Alliance, they've got 3 stones to choose from on their side of the field, while their alliance partner, Control Y, is delivering an additional stone for their use. 1 stone placed on the Blue Alliance Foundation, 2 stones placed on the Red Alliance Foundation, and now that stone being removed from Deviation of the Red Alliance, opening them up to feed another stone through their manipulator up into their arm, and now dropped onto the Red Alliance Foundation. 45 seconds remaining in the match. It does look like the capstone from one of those Red Alliance robots has made its way out of that robot prior to our end game, which will begin in 5 seconds. 30 seconds remaining in the match. A slight Blue Alliance lead, 45-38, but Blue will make that into 60 now with that foundation removed from the Blue Alliance building site and a capstone deployed onto the foundation for 5 points. Huskies are making their way underneath the Blue Alliance specific sky bridge for 1 more delivery point, and Red is just a few inches away from 15 points of their own. Achilles Wheel going for the park in our final moments of qualification match number 21 on Solomon.
At this point, teams, you know the drill. When Solomon's done, we're back over to Cooper. We have some Cooper results. At least we thought we had some Cooper results. There we go. Cooper match number 20. Not quite. Let's try one more time. Cooper match 20. There they are. Cooper match 20 going to the Red Alliance, 105-87. And Cooper match 21 getting ready on the field now. Let's meet our team, starting with Red 15005.
From East Peoria, it's Technophobia.
And 13296.
From Herscher High School, it's Ty Gears.
Over on the Blue Alliance, it's 10303.
From Rochester, Illinois, it's Robot Rebellion.
And 7869.
From East Moline, it's the Frankenbots.
The big news in this match, the Frankenbots 7869, the #1 ranked team in the Cooper subdivision. A lot of powerful teams in Cooper. That #1 position has been all over. We'll see if that changes during this match or if the Frankenbots can stay right on top after the results. We now have the all clear match 21 in 3, 2, 1, go!
Ba-dum-ba-ba. All right, 3 robots moving, I saw. All right, Blue Park, they kind of barely grab the foundation, but does not go in. Red side tries to grab foundation, doesn't work either. It's kind of chaotic, to be honest. Let's see, will the Frankenbots get their park? Nothing's happening so far.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Well, starting the teleop period, Blue has a slight advantage because they got the park. Unfortunately, I see 2 DCs right now. Seems that both teams are working very hard to try to get their robots back. Meanwhile, their partners work hard to make up for their teammates' DCs and get points. Right now, I see Frankenbots kind of trying to push the foundation in. Foundation is now in. All right, I see our Robot Rebellion has finally stopped rebelling, and it's here now. Unfortunately, it seems Tigers can't get their robot working. They might be declared dead soon, unfortunately. It seems that their teammate Technophobia, instead of focusing on stacking, is focusing on delivering right now. Let's Let's see. All right. Our Robot Rebellion is stacking while their teammate, Frankenbots, trying to work on feeding them, although they're having some collision issues. Right now, Robot Rebellion has decided to take them from the red side. Although it does not count as a delivery, it does still count when they stack it. So as long as Technophobia's blocks are not on the foundation, they are not considered protected. Although the foundation is protected because it is in the build zone, the blocks themselves are not. They have to be very careful though, because if they run into another block while they're delivering, that might count as a moving penalty. All right, Rebellion puts another block on. They have a nice 4-stack with a capstone. Unfortunately, there's a little issue right here. All right. Robot Rebellion trying to put one last block on. They miss. They're just working on park right now. Our Technophobia has parked. And that's the game. It spun around in a circle, but I don't know about that. Anyway, let's go back to Solomon.
Over in Solomon, our match 21 results are out and ready from the oven. The Blue Alliance is victorious 81-50. And we're now ready for qualification match number 22 on Solomon. We'll meet our teams starting on the Red Alliance with 14-6-14.
That's Electro out of Hawthorne Woods.
And their partners 116.
Chicago's very own Crazy Eights.
Over on the Blue Alliance, let's hear it for 61-99.
Joining us from Barrington, Trial in Terror.
And their partners 71-29.
Robo Raiders out of Lebanon.
And we have the all clear Solomon match 22 in 3, 2, 1, go!
Autonomous underway in match number 22 of the 28. We will be playing on the Solomon division. We do see stones in possession. That's Skystones on both sides of the field. A 10-point delivery, both for Electro and Robo Raiders Trial and Terror of the Blue Alliance. Robo Raiders will navigate for 5 points. Electro is going back for a second stone. It looks like a second Skystone. 10 more points for the delivery. And it looks like they will end with a double navigation for the Red Alliance.
Driver, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Impressive scores coming out of Auto. Red Alliance leads 40-30. Blue, though, is already hard at work. We see 61-99 Trial and Terror start to ferry their first stone underneath the Blue Alliance Sky Bridge for 1 point of a delivery. Their Alliance partners on the blue side of the field, Robo Raiders, bring a stone of their own. Their unique manipulator folds itself on out. They drop it off for 1 point, fold itself back in, and go for the third stone on the Blue Alliance Foundation. Back on Red, Crazy Eights and Electro working together. Electro, though, a stone in the balance. It looks like their app on their driver station did close. They're going to reinitialize their code and try to keep moving. It looks like they have regained control of their robot after a minor app reboot, and they do still have a stone underneath their manipulator. Electro does get that stone out of their manipulator. It looks like they will use their intake to select a different one. Their alliance partner, Crazy Eights, has a stone for themselves, being careful to nudge stones on the playing field floor out of the way before approaching the Red Alliance Foundation. Meanwhile, Robo Raiders of the Blue Alliance have accomplished a level 4 skyscraper, working on level 5 now. They are lined up perfectly, unfold their manipulator, and gently drop off level 5 for the Blue Alliance. That's stretching a lead for them now, 49-42 as we enter the end game. Endgame underway, 30 seconds remaining in the match. Electro still recovering with their slight control issues, but they are working hard. 1 more point with a placement on the foundation. Crazy Eights right behind them, trying to pick up a few more points in this tight match. About 10 points of separation with 10 seconds remaining. Both foundations look like they started in the building site, so 15 points available for both teams. We have a double park for the Red Alliance. Blue is going to need a park as well, but time expires in match number 22.
Solutions to problems that I wouldn't even have to think about during school.
Back over on Cooper, match 21 results coming up now.
First has inspired
with a final result of 55-31, the Blue Alliance is victorious on the Cooper Division field. That was big news for 78-69. Well, they did win. The tiebreaker points they earned were not enough to keep them in that number 1 position. They're going to fall to number 4. Very competitive at the top of our rankings, both in Cooper and Solomon.
Learn how to work as a team, meet new people, and how to bring
Getting
new
ready for
ideas
Cooper
to life.
22. Let's meet our competitors on our Red Alliance. Give it up for 12-6-82.
From Kerry, it's the Golden Ratio.
And joining them in this match, it's 70-06.
From the city of broad shoulders, that's Chicago, it's Robo Titans.
Over on the Blue Alliance, it's 65-96.
Driving up and over from Port Byron, it's the Robotic Rams.
And rounding out our matches in the big 2-2, it's Team 99-29.
Representing Flossmoor, it's TNT, the Tech Ninja team.
First fosters change.
It has helped me find my voice. Before, I was shy and afraid of talking. I had few friends. But now, I'm no longer afraid to share my thoughts, and First has given me a second family.
Before, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life.
And we have the all clear match 22 in 3, 2, 1, go!
Engineer.
Computer science.
All right, you know what time it is. It's autonomous time. And one robot from each alliance successfully detects, grabs, and, well, one scores about for the Red Alliance, maybe? Oh, no, it fell off, unfortunately. They do get their building zone into their building site and will try again.
And younger.
So Golden Ratio extends their tape measure and is parked under 2 robots.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
So all 4 robots were successfully parked under their sky bridge. However, going into the teleoperated period, Red Alliance has a score of 32 to the Blue Alliance's 15. We'll see how this score changes as we progress through our driver-controlled period.
FTC lets me learn new concepts.
And with that, Red Alliance is in a slightly more advantageous position as their foundation is in their building zone, which can be pulled out in the 30-second endgame period for a 15-point bonus. Now Blue Alliance has moved theirs to there as well. And with that, the Red Alliance has a Tier 3 tower. Blue Alliance still has yet to maneuver a stone from their loading site to their building site. But courtesy of 99-29, they put one in an easily scoreable position for the Robo Titans. All right, looking back at the Red Alliance, they've got a tower tier of 5. Making their way might be 6. We'll see if they can drop that on there and link it up.
To program. My school is too small.
They can indeed. We have 48 seconds remaining in qualification match number 22 over here on Cooper.
Robot has been an amazing experience.
Stones are becoming very scarce, so our human players will load them into the loading zone. As we approach our endgame period, capstones now in effect, and will give us a bonus points depending on how tall the towers are. And for Red Alliance, this could be huge if it sticks and does not fall over. They move the building zone out, and with 14 seconds, plenty of time to hopefully get on over in the parking zone, but their alliance partners got it covered for them. And with 5 seconds remaining, 3, 2, 1.
Why? Because students everywhere are seeing robot technology as a futuristic concept they want to be a
With
part
that match over, let's head back over to Solomon where our match 22 results are ready. And it couldn't be closer, but the Blue Alliance does it 79-78. Only 1 point difference between those two alliances. A stone delivery was what gave it to the Blue Alliance over the Red. Back over here getting ready for match number 22. A quick announcement before we go. Our FTAs are reporting that they are finding 2 non-team related hotspots active in our venue. We'd just like to kindly remind you that all teams' robots work on Wi-Fi, and using Wi-Fi hotspots can interfere with our team's abilities to do their best. Please power down all hotspots so that you're not getting in the way of our teams showing their stuff. Now on the field, let's meet our match 23 competitors. Let's do a speed round. On Red, we have 14-840.
The Forsyth DCS Mech Warriors.
And 13-259.
Achilles Wheel from HP.
Over on Blue, it's 10-510.
Chicago's Botman.
And 6287.
HP's Vertigo.
And we have the all clear. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1, go!
Autonomous underway, all 4 robots looking to contribute during these first 30 seconds. 2 Skystones identified, one of them from Vertigo of the Blue Alliance. The other one looks like it is from Achilles Wheel. Both are delivered, 10 points on both sides of the board. Vertigo now with their second Skystone. And it looks like Achilles trying to find a second stone to deliver as well. That stone just barely making its way toward the building side of the field. Meanwhile, Botman is going to navigate underneath the Blue Alliance Sky Bridge for 5 points.
Pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Driver control now underway for this match. Checking out the current score on the board. A Blue Alliance lead, 50-25 in our 2-minute driver-controlled mode. I'm Botman 10-5-10 with a stone delivered across to the Blue Alliance Foundation. They're going to lower their manipulator and gently place that stone for 1 point added to the Blue Alliance score. Meanwhile, Achilles Wheel and Mech Warriors of the Red Alliance working together. Mech Warriors will slowly lower their large manipulator onto the Red Alliance Foundation, starting a level 2 skyscraper for Red. Blue has 3 stones on their foundation, but none of them are interlocked, so no skyscrapers underway quite yet, whereas Mech Warriors will now finish the 3rd level of their skyscraper. Blue still leads 52-37 due to a stronger autonomous by the Blue Alliance, but Red can start to catch up. Every stone added to that skyscraper will increase their score by 3 points, 1 for the stone itself and 1 for the additional skyscraper bonus at the end of the match. As Mech Warriors try to place another stone, they do tip over their skyscraper, so their score will start to decrease now while blue keeps on building. Again, no stones interlocked, but plenty on the foundation. A stone supported by the foundation is worth 1 point. They do get a bonus as they build taller. 8 seconds until the end game. Still a Blue Alliance lead, 59-38. Endgame underway. It looks like for the Blue Alliance, a few of those stones finally do settle and interlock onto the Blue Alliance foundation. It looks like they will be content with the 4 stones and 4 points that they are worth currently, as robots will try to park in the corner building site. 15 seconds remaining. The Blue Alliance has removed their foundation. Red has not and does not have much time, but Achilles Wheel will drop off 5 points with their Skystone in our final 4, 3, 2, 1, and that concludes match number 23, a final capstone from Mech Warriors as time expires.
Our results from Cooper match 22 are ready to be shared. That one's going to the Red Alliance with an even 100 to the Blue Alliance's 45. Again, Cooper match 22, 100 for the Red Alliance, 45 for Blue. On the field now, a real big match in our Cooper subdivision. Number 2 on the Red Alliance against number 4 on Blue. Let's meet our teams. On the Red Alliance, give it up for team 14-6-15.
You know them from Oswego. They are Turbocharged.
And their partners this time around, 14-198.
Bobcats Robotics Maroon.
Over on the Blue Alliance, it's 78-69.
The Frankenbots.
And their partners, 14-3-71.
From Mount Zion, who else but the Mount Zion High School Robotics team?
We already have the all clear from our field crew. Match 23 in 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, our robots are getting ready for the autonomous period. The randomization was a number 6, which means the Skystones are in the 6th and 3rd positions. Wow, Turbocharged unloads their Skystone and it lands directly into the pegs. This could be super, super helpful for the teleoperated period and building a tower. Let's see what they can do with this second score as they move it on over to the building zone. Stretch out, and yes, sir, on the pegs once more.
Pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All right, teleoperated period. Red Alliance has set themselves up for success, has 2 solidly placed stones, Skystones, to be great foundations for their towers. Meanwhile, over on the Blue Alliance, they're a little bit behind by about 22 points, but there's plenty of room to catch up, especially during these teleoperated period. So with that, 78-69 places their first stone in hopes to keep stacking up and outstack the Red Alliance. Meanwhile, Turbocharged just got a stack of 4 high. And then their single stone, which they might build upon as we continue through this match. FTA is tirelessly helping our Blue Alliance robots to get back in the game. They are 1 robot down. So we'll see if they can reset, restart, reconnect, and get back in the game. 56 seconds remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 high for the Red Alliance. Still plenty of room to add on to that second tower. Now remember, Turbocharged has a great solution for scoring their capstone. They keep it on their robot during the entire duration of the match, and it fits nice and flat on top of their final stone. And it looks like they're going to do that as we enter our end game. Place that right on top, maneuver it up, and they're going to cap off, hopefully, this 9-story tower carefully constructed by the Red Alliance. Move that out of their parking zone and maneuvers it out of the way. 78-69 is in a little bit of a pickle. They have to be very careful not to knock over the tower, but they maneuver out thanks to the help of their Mecanum wheels and successfully get that out of their building zone.
Back over on Solomon. We've got match 23 scores in the books. It's blue this time around, 85-61. And on the field, we're ready for match 24. Let's meet our teams. On our Red Alliance, it's Team 3507.
From Chicago, Robo-Theosis.
And 7129.
They're from Lebanon, Robo-Raiders.
Over on the Blue Alliance, let's give a warm hello to 9342.
Joining us from Romeoville, the Incredibots.
And their partners 12868.
From Bradley Bourbonnais, it is Ironclad.
As our teams get ready on the field at this point, both Solomon and Cooper in their final cycle, teams in their last match of the qualification round will get 24 started in 3, 2, 1, go!
Autonomous underway in this match. We do see some movement on both sides of the field. Robo Raiders does move into the building site on the red side of the field, while their alliance partner, Robo Theosis, is trying to grab the foundation. They're going to move that foundation into place and attempt to secure a Skystone onto it. They've got a 10-point delivery and 2-point placement for that Skystone. It looks like the Blue Alliance did reposition for 10 points, and a double park will make their score 20.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Red Alliance does have a slight lead. It looks like those 2 points due to the placement of the stones on the foundation during the autonomous period. The Incredibots and Ironclad now working together on the blue side of the field. Incredibots 9342, they're working on passing off stones to their alliance partner. That is Ironclad. Ironclad with that metal drive base we see on the bottom of their robot, protecting some yellow mecanum wheels, allowing them to strafe back and forth and securely pick up stones without having to circle around them. Ironclad now on the 3rd level of that skyscraper. That's worth an additional point and a 6-point bonus at the conclusion of the match. Robo-Theosis from Chicago with a level 3 skyscraper of their own. Their partners Raiders delivering underneath the Red Alliance sky bridge and then feeding directly into Robo-Theosis' intake.
I am more outgoing and
the
willing
quarry
to try new
almost
things.
completely
First has
depleted.
made
It
me a
looks like
better
Robo
version of
Raiders
myself.
and Robo-Theosis are both going to be cycling from the Red Alliance depot in the far corner of the field. That is a lot of time spent crossing these stones from one corner of the field in the depot to the other corner of the field where their foundation is waiting. But the Red Alliance is trying to still catch up. Blue leads 40-29 with 45 seconds remaining in the match. Ironclad in blue going up for a 3rd level of a separate skyscraper now. Again, only the tallest will add a bonus at the conclusion of the match, which we are now rapidly approaching. Robo-Theosis will remove their foundation from the building site, 15 points and a cap on a level 7 skyscraper. That capstone worth 12 points. The skyscraper itself worth 14. Big boost to that Red Alliance score. Blue removing their foundation as well. A capstone from Incredibots just trying to make its way over to the foundation. A double park for the Red Alliance in our final 2-1. And time expires in match number 24 of the Solomon division.
And even to our classwork.
Bouncing back on over to Cooper. Match 23 scores on the display. This one's a Red Alliance win, 113-50. Despite the win, that is going to bring Turbocharged down in the rankings. Again, it's all coming down to the tiebreaker points. The score of your opponent is what is used for tiebreaker points. So if your opponent has a low-scoring match, even a win might change your position in the rankings.
I had few friends, but now I'm
on the field now, though, our competitors getting ready for match 24. Let's say hello, starting on the Red Alliance, where we have 99-29.
You know them from Flossmore. They are Tech Ninja Team.
Mechanical engineer.
And their partners give it up for 88-99.
From East Peoria, they are EP Robo Raiders.
Innovation.
Over on the Blue Alliance, let's hear it for 37-58.
From Chicago, it's the Aztec Eagles.
And we've got their partners, Team 11-3-92.
From Naperville, it's Defenestration.
And we have the all clear match 24 in 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, autonomous period underway. Blue Alliance successfully grabs the proper Skystone, makes their way all the way back, grabs their second Skystone, and lands on their foundation. Those will count as scored. They're going back for even more. Their alliance partner is a little bit in the way of their parking zone or their building zone, but it looks like they might be able to slide it in, maybe. Not quite. Does make it under the sky bridge, though, as does both Red Alliance robots.
Pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All right, driver's in full control now. Plenty of stones still left to play, but what an excellent autonomous display by the Blue Alliance with the leading with a score of 40-16 in these early moments of our tele-operated period.
First has inspired
All right,
me
so
by
Red
giving
is
me
the
an
first to make
opportunity
a
program.
two-tier high
My school
tower,
is too small to have a
and
computer science or programming
9929
class,
TNT is
so
going to
having the
help
ability
out
to
their
not
alliance
just program
partner,
anything, but
bringing
an
over
actual
as many
living robot
precious
has been an
building
amazing
material
experience
as
for me.
they can for the Red Alliance.
First has changed me a lot. I used to be a very
Meanwhile,
shy person,
Defenestration and
but because of
Aztec
First, I
Eagles
was able to
working hard
learn better
together,
communication skills and branch
now
out to
utilizing
meet
their
new friends
human
that'll
players
last a
by
lifetime.
getting stones from their alliance's
First has
reserves.
changed me by inspiring me to explore new career options.
And with that, Red
meeting
Alliance now
professionals in
has
the real
a
world.
tier 4 tower, thanks to the EP Robo Raiders. They still have a little bit of catching up to do. That is the Red Alliance. They are down 33-51. But if they can keep their tower going and get their capstone, their points could almost essentially double
Because students everywhere are seeing robot technology
as far as
as
the
a
tower
future
is
concept they want to be
concerned.
a part of. My team is made up of students
They have a 6-story constructed tower for the Red Alliance, and Blue has a 4-tier tower with a couple of stones at the first level. As we enter our endgame period, Defenestration puts one more up, and I believe this is where they're going to attempt their capstone. Let's see what they can do as they slowly make their way over.
FTC led some onto the path of software
Struggling a
engineering,
little
other
bit to get it perfectly on top. They got to be careful not to knock that tower as it is easily toppled. However, they do nail it. Red Alliance does not go for their capstone, instead moves their... No! Unfortunately, their tower falls back. That could affect their score greatly, so we will find out the final scores momentarily. Please stand by for the final scores from match number 24.
Hey, I've got some match 24 final results, but they're from Solomon. In that match, the Red Alliance was victorious 82-69. Once again, Solomon match 24 final results. That one's going to the Red Alliance 82-69. On the field now, getting ready for Solomon match number 25. Let's meet our competitors starting in red, where we have Team 116.
From Chicago, Crazy Eights.
And 12-9-71.
They're from Champaign, Control Y.
Over on the Blue Alliance, it's 15-159.
Out of Chicago, We Bite.
And 11-395.
From Crystal Lake, Golden Gators.
Still here mentoring us. Thank you, Mr. Davis.
For those of you keeping track at home, this is match 25 of 28. Both the Solomon and Cooper divisions will be playing 28 qualification matches today. We have the all-clear Solomon 25 in 3, 2, 1, go!
As Autonomous begins, all 4 robots are moving. Let's check out the Auton on Golden Gators of the Blue Alliance. They were telling me prior to the match that they had a lot of help getting their Auton a little more fine-tuned here today. We see they can go to the quarry and possibly collect a Skystone to bring it back toward the Blue Alliance Foundation. In an excellent show of gracious professionalism, they were helped by a few of the other teams here today, including 89 Degrees, Got Robot, and Unknown Element.
Driver, pick up your controllers. 3, 2,
Dedicated.
1.
Hardworking.
Golden Gators
Admirable.
finish off their Auton with a navigation underneath the Blue Alliance Skybridge. Their partner, We Bite, was able to reposition the foundation for 10 points. That's the Blue Alliance score of 15. We see 21 for Red so far. That's thanks to a delivery, a reposition, and a double navigation during the autonomous period. Control Y working on the forward side of the field. They are going to be picking up some stones to deliver to their Alliance partner waiting across the field. 116 Crazy Eights. Golden Gators and We Bite working together. It looks like We Bite will be focusing on stacking for the Blue Alliance, while their partner Golden Gators is going to be working in the quarry, selecting a stone and delivering it back to their partner. Their partner does have a pass-through manipulator. We Bite collects a stone from one side and then passes it off to an arm on the forward portion of the robot. That means that they do not need to turn around between delivery and placement on the foundation. It allows a slightly quicker stack for the Blue Alliance. They're now at 3 stones on the foundation, Red Alliance with 2. Red, though, does have the lead thanks to the stronger Auton and the fact that the Red Alliance has a 4-point skyscraper bonus compared to the Blue Alliance's 2. 116 trying to make that skyscraper bonus worth 6 points now with a level 3 skyscraper. They've got just 7 seconds until the end game. They want to drop off that stone, get a few more points on the board. Blue is narrowing the gap as we hear the end game timer sound. 30 seconds until the end of the match, the final qualification match for all of the teams on the field. Control Y and Crazy Eights looking for a solution to get a few more points on the board. Score showing tied currently with our unofficial live score. Red does tip over their level 2 skyscraper. That is an opening for the Blue Alliance, who has trailed this entire match, but Red removes their foundation from the building site. 15 points in our final 4. 3, 2, 1. And time expires as a skyscraper crashes down for the Blue Alliance. Both capstones, though, still supported by the foundation for 5 points apiece.
Over back on Cooper, our results are in for match number 24. This one goes to the Blue Alliance. With a final score of 85-35, the Blue Alliance wins qualification match number 24 on Cooper. Now on the field, getting ready for qualification match number 25. Let's meet our team, starting on the Red Alliance, where we have the number 1 ranked 32-16.
They're from Whitney Young Magnet High School in Chicago. It's the RoboFins.
And with them, it's team 10-6-30.
Representing Deerfield High School, it's the Warrenators.
Over on the Blue Alliance, it's 15-118.
Also representing Deerfield High School, it's Cog Champ.
And rounding it out, it's 15-005.
From East Peoria, it's Technophobia.
We already have the all clears. Let's get our match started in 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, we have movement by 3 of our 4 robots. Maneuvering over, ooh, very close, but 15-118 does nail their Skystone on their building platform, as does 10-630 for the Red Alliance. There's 10 seconds left in this autonomous period. 106.30 trying to do another, but unfortunately mishandles it just a bit.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, as we go into the teleoperated period, 35-20 in favor of your Red Alliance. Both foundations are in the proper building sites. Let's see how these towers develop and see who can outstack the other bot. Cog Champ puts down 1, and on the Red Alliance, Warrenators has a tier 2 tower, followed shortly behind by the Blue Alliance. 44-24. Red Alliance does have the advantage due to their outstanding autonomous performance. And their stacking's not bad either. Oh, but unfortunately, a costly mistake as the tower topples over. We'll see if they can recorrect that. that may be enough to shift the field a little bit and have blue back into this game. Now it looks like 15005 is dead in the water and right in the way of the Blue Alliance depot. Just a little bit of an obstacle for their alliance to work around. However, it looks like CogChamp still building up their tower. Human players making sure to get in their stones so then there is enough for their teams to use. As we enter our endgame period. And it would appear that Warrenators is also trying to reconnect. They only have 20 seconds to get back in it. They come back alive and are hoping to build upon their teleop struggles, and they do move their foundation out of the way, get that bonus, and successfully park as time winds down. Can't quite make it for 32-16, but we'll see how the final score develops after this. Remember, this was live, so we will see what the final score is momentarily for match number 25 over here on Cooper.
Speaking of match 25, but over on Solomon, that one's going to the Red Alliance with a final score of 52-25. For qualification match 25. Wow, that's convenient. On the field now, preparing for our match, Solomon, match number 26 competitors. Let's meet those teams starting in red, where we have 11-35.
Out of East Peoria, Retro Robotics.
And with them, it's 6199.
They're from Barrington, Trial and Terror.
Over on the Blue Alliance, it's 10-8-36.
That's Stemper 5 from Elmhurst.
And with them is 10101.
From Knoxville, Binary Bullets.
And there's the all clear match 26 on Solomon in 3, 2, 1, go.
Autonomous underway, Retro Robotics looks like they will simply be navigating and allowing their alliance partner to try to deliver a Skystone during auto. It looks like that Skystone does fall out of their grip, but they do reposition the foundation for 10 points for the Red Alliance. It looks like they might also get lucky with 2 navigations for Red as we count down the final moments of Autonomous. Binary Bullets attempt to deliver 2 Skystones, but both of them underneath the Blue Alliance Skybridge as time expires.
Pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
2 minutes of driver control play now. Red Alliance leads by 5, 15-10. It looks like that is in part due to a navigation and the foundation repositioning during Autonomous. Lots of stones, though, readily available for Blue thanks to the work during auto from Binary Bullets, moving those Sky Stones to be right behind where their robot sets up during driver control. Their partners Stemper Phi are working on some deliveries to boost that score by 1 point apiece. Stemper also helps those stones get a little more into position for their partner Binary Bullets. Unlike a lot of teams here on our fields, it looks like Binary Bullets have only one manipulator at the front of their robot. They do not pass the stone through the body of their robot, so they must turn around every time they wish to collect a stone into their arm. Red Alliance starting to come ahead a little bit further. We've got a level 3 skyscraper under construction on behalf of Retro Robotics and Trial and Terror of the Red Alliance. Level 4 now secure, but Binary Bullets following up with the 4th level on their skyscraper as well. Under 1 minute of play remaining, Blue Alliance leads, but only by 5 points. 18 seconds until endgame. Trial and Terror of the Red Alliance. They are working on the 5th level now. It's starting to get very, very tall on that Red Alliance foundation. Binary Bullets are doing the exact same. The skyscrapers are neck and neck as we enter the end game. Slight Blue Alliance advantage still, thanks to the extra stones on that blue foundation. We've got capstones in play. Both Retro Robotics and Trial and Terror have their capstones available for the Red Alliance. Binary Bullets already has theirs in position on their manipulator, and it looks like they might be capping off level 6 for the Blue Alliance. That capstone worth 11 points as long as it stays up there. And as we count it down, Retro Robotics tips over the Red Alliance Skyscraper, but we do have a park from Trial and Terror as time expires in match number 26 on Solomon.
And bouncing back to Cooper, we have our match 25 scores ready to be shared. This one's a Red Alliance victory with a final score of 69-64. That's great news for the Whitney Young RoboFins, who stay right on top in position number 1 with only 3 matches to go on our Cooper division. Let's now meet the teams in match 26 on the Cooper division, starting on our Red Alliance, where we have team 15-282.
From Back of the Yards High School in Chicago, it's Bobcats Robotics Orange.
And their partners, 6007.
A community team from Crystal Lake, it's 89 Degrees.
Over on the Blue Alliance, let's hear it for 65-96.
Representing Riverdale Senior High School in Port Byron, it's Robotic Rams.
And let's hear it for our final competitor, Team 10-303.
From Rochester High School, it's Robot Rebellion.
Only 5 matches to go in our qualification round. 3 on Cooper, 2 on Solomon. We have the all clear Cooper match number 26 in 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, 65-96. Robotic Rams successfully detects their Skystone, makes their way over their foundation for the Blue Alliance, and places it and puts it in their proper building site. Meanwhile, 89 Degrees successfully detects their Skystone, drives it under their sky bridge, and puts it near their foundation for future assembly.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Teleoperated period. So Red Alliance still has to maneuver their foundation over to their building site if they want to earn that bonus for the end game. Looks like they do so successfully thanks to the help of their Mecanum wheels. All right, now it's time to double team that foundation. Both Red Alliance robots might be building each individual tower depending on their robot capabilities. This is a seldom seen strategy in Skystone this year, but we'll see if it pays off. Meanwhile, over on the Blue Alliance, they're using the tried and true drop as many stones as you can on the foundation, and it appears to be going well for them as they are leading 42-35 with 1 minute 10 seconds remaining in the match. Now it looks like Robotics Rams might make their way over and try to stack on top and keep their tower building. They got to be very careful not to knock it over. And unfortunately, they may have done so. So they're just going to keep loading the foundation with as many stones as they can, hopefully drop their capstone on and get that end game bonus. Meanwhile, over on the Red Alliance, 6007, slowly but surely trying to stack up and make a 3-story tower. They do so as we approach our end game period. Both teams' capstones now in play. 89 Degrees makes their way over to their depot, tries to grab their chartreuse cube to make it over. Meanwhile, on the Blue Alliance, Robotics Rams does drop their capstone onto their foundation successfully. 6007 doing some great defense, preventing the opposing alliance from getting to their zone. However, as time winds down, and we will find out what the final score is momentarily. We'll see you soon.
Well, before we move back over to Solomon and start looking at scores and meeting teams, an announcement from our FTA crew. We're starting to see a few more hotspots pop up Once again, another reminder, our teams use Wi-Fi to control their robots. Hotspots interfere with their ability to do so. Please power off all Wi-Fi hotspots so that our teams and robots can perform at their best. Let's meet our teams in Solomon match number 27. Starting on the Red Alliance, where we have team 14592.
From Chicago, Huskies.
And their partners, 10635.
Out of Batavia, Unknown Element.
Over on the Blue Alliance, let's hear it for 14614.
They join us from Hawthorne Woods, Electro.
And their partners, 14204.
Out of Decatur, Super Scream Brothers.
And we have the all clear for the second to last Solomon match. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1, go!
Teams trying to pick up a few more ranking points to add to their score prior to our alliance selection in just a short while here. We've got right away for the Blue Alliance, that is Electro. They are repositioning while simultaneously dropping off a stone onto the Blue Alliance foundation. That's going to be worth 2 points in auto, as well as some points for the delivery. Electro goes back for an additional stone. They collide with Scream Brothers, but it looks like Scream Brothers is still navigated, and so is Electro.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Despite the collision, Blue Alliance comes out on top during Autonomous, a score of 27-5. They have 2 stones already on the Blue Alliance foundation, and it looks like Electro will be focusing on building that tower nice and tall. Scream Brothers putting those stones into a nice position for their alliance partner to simply run back to the near side of the field, pick that stone up, and bring it over to the Blue Alliance foundation. Checking out the action on the red side of the field now, Unknown Element look like they are momentarily stopped, motionless, in the loading zone at the front of the field. A pop-up did just appear on their robot controller. They're trying to restart their robot. They're trying another restart now. We do see an error text underneath their robot controller screen. Unknown Element still hoping that the robot reboot will help them regain control. Their alliance partner Huskies working as quickly as possible to keep the Red Alliance alive here in match number 27. Blue Alliance leads by 46-6. Huskies from HSA, they make a delivery, lift their manipulator on up, hover it over the Red Alliance foundation. Huskies drive team work together. They let go of that stone, add 1 point to the Red Alliance score. They're now at 8, 1 point for the delivery and 1 for the placement. Taking a look at the Blue Alliance side of the field now, Electro has accomplished a level 5 skyscraper with help from Super Scream Brothers, their alliance partners. Scream Brothers and Electro both working together to figure out a capstone bonus. Scream Brothers will cap off their own level 2 skyscraper. No skyscraper bonus, but a capstone bonus that will be worth 7 points, 5 for the capstone itself and 2 for the skyscraper underneath it. Electro is working on trying to place a stone and their capstone, but meanwhile, Scream Brothers do knock over the skyscraper they've accomplished. 2 seconds left. Huskies trying to park. They are very, very close to that tape as time expires in match number 27.
We've got 2 sets of official results to share with you all. The first is the official score from Solomon match number 26. Solomon 26 going to the Blue Alliance with a final score of 63-35. We also have the results of Cooper Qualification match number 26 to share with you all. Those will be on the display now. That one also going to the Blue Alliance with a final score of 82-44. Before we meet the teams for match 27 on our Cooper fields, one announcement from our FTA crew. Would the owner and operator of R. Reyes iPhone please kindly turn off your Wi-Fi hotspot? Once again, we've announced several times, and this hotspot has not been powered off, which means it's time to do a little bit of shaming. Would R. Reyes iPhone please turn off your hotspot and leave the Wi-Fi for the robots? Thank you. Let's meet our teams in match 27 on Cooper, starting in red with 13-296.
You know them from Hirschler High School. They are the Tigers.
And their partners 11-177.
From Riverbend School District in Fulton, it's Gear Grinders.
Over on blue, give it up for 12-682.
From Cary, it's the Golden Ratio.
And here's their partners 12-982.
From Riverside, it's Bionic Bulldogs.
We already have our all clear Cooper match 27 in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, as we get through our second to last match, these are the matches that really round out what our rankings will look like going forward into the finals. So it's crucial for teams to really make sure that they can show their best in these final matches if they're not within the top 4, so then they can sell themselves to hopefully be picked by one of our top 4 teams as we make it into the finals.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All right, going into our teleoperated period. Blue Alliance moves their building zone into their building foundation into their building site, and it looks like a little bit of a miscue there. They got to pull in their tape measure if they can. That's the golden ratio. They got to try and suck that in so then they can continue on with the game. But with that, Red Alliance does hold a 22-11 lead. Oh, this is just sending shivers up my spine. The noising of crunching metal is not my favorite type of ASMR. But with that, Red Alliance does have 2 Tier 2 buildings, and it looks like they're about to make another possibly if they can shift that back over. 58 seconds remain. I'm hoping there is no lasting damage for the golden ratio and their tape measure device, but it is stretching all the way across the field, and other robots must maneuver, and unfortunately knocked over the tower on the Blue Alliance. All right, we're rounding into our end game period. We have 3 2-tier towers for the Red Alliance. Blue Alliance does drop their capstone, as does the Red Alliance, right on their foundation base. 13-296. Tigers making their way over to the parking zone. We'll see if their alliance partner, Gear Grinders, can make it as well with that foundation in the way. And time winds down. We'll get back with the final scores with this at the conclusion of the final match over on Solomon.
Over here on Solomon, we have the results of our penultimate match, match 27 on the display now. That one a Blue Alliance win, 54-9. On the field now, our competitors in the final qualification match of the day on our Solomon division. Let's meet these teams, hoping for one last win to help them in our rankings. As always, we'll start on the Red Alliance, where we have Team 5037.
Joining us from here in Elgin, Got Robot.
And with them, it's Team 10510.
From Chicago, I'm Botman.
Over on the Blue Alliance, let's hear it for 16457.
They are from Naperville, Deviation.
And rounding out this last Solomon match of the day, it's Team 3507.
Robotheosis from Chicago.
Well, our field crew makes their final checks. One last reminder to our fans in the stands that front row is reserved for teams currently competing on the fields. We ask for your help in making sure that those front row seats are reserved and open for our competing teams' fans. We've got the all clear for match 28 of 28 on Solomon. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1, go!
A very important note in this match, Got Robot of the Red Alliance is currently ranked 5th. That is one spot out of contention for being an Alliance captain. Robotheosis on the blue side of the field is currently ranked 4th. So we do have an Alliance captainship up in the air as we move through this match. It looks like similar autonomous is happening on both sides of the field. Those are by Got Robot and Robotheosis, our number 5 and 4 ranked teams. Robotheosis slams that foundation into the building site as we count down Auton.
3, 2, 1.
Blue Alliance establishes a slight lead coming out of Autonomous, 30, now 40 to 22. That's thanks to 2 deliveries and a foundation repositioning. Got Robot of the Red Alliance, they see the deficit and get to work right away alongside their Alliance partner from DeVry. That's I'm Botman, team 10-5-10, who makes their first placement on the Red Alliance Foundation. Looking over to Blue now, they still have a healthy lead. That's thanks to the teamwork of Deviation and Robotheosis. Deviation drops off a stone. It looks like Robotheosis will place one of their own before picking up that delivery from their Alliance partner. Robotheosis will top off the 3rd level of a skyscraper. They now approach that initial delivery from Deviation. Because of the positioning of the stone, they have a little bit of trouble collecting it. It's stuck up against the playing field wall. That means that the compliant wheels on the front of these robots are having some trouble getting grip around the stone to pass it into the manipulator. Just under 1 minute remaining, still a 20-point Blue Alliance lead, but Red is on their way. I'm Botman deploying 2 stones quickly for 2 more points onto the Red Alliance Foundation. Got Robot 5037 with their 4th level of a skyscraper now completed. The Blue Alliance has a 5-level skyscraper, but Robotheosis, they need to readjust as a stone inside their robot ends up a little bit crooked, unable for their manipulator to grasp it securely. An opening sense for Got Robot and I'm Botman, 2 stones being ferried down to the Red Alliance Foundation. It could still come away to either side, especially with these foundations moving out of the building site. Got Robot secures 15 points for the Red Alliance. I'm Botman is going to swerve their way around them and try to park for 5 more points. 10 seconds remaining, a capped off level 4 skyscraper for the Blue Alliance from Deviation. And it looks like Robotheosis will succeed in a level 6 capped skyscraper as long as their robot was no longer in contact with that capstone or skyscraper at the end of our final qualification match on the Solomon division.
We have the results in for qualification match number 27 on the Cooper division. That's the second to last Cooper match. Those are coming up on the display now. That match, a Red Alliance victory with a final result of 60 points for the Red Alliance to 47 for Blue. During that match, a yellow card was assessed upon team 12-6-82, the golden ratio. That yellow card was assessed for violation of Rule GS2. You may have noticed during their autonomous period, a tape measure manipulator shot out of their robot and exited the playing field perimeter. While it did not hit a volunteer had to move to prevent themselves from being hit. So that yellow card was given as a warning to the team for a potential safety violation. We've seen plenty of these tape measure manipulators throughout the day, and while they are fast and effective, they have also proven to be pretty uncontrollable. Teams, please be sure you're exercising all safety procedures necessary so that your tape measure stays effective and doesn't hurt any team members or volunteers. At this point, we are about to get started with the final match of the day on our Cooper subdivision. Before we do that, some general announcements, because we are just about to get started with our alliance selection process. Once the scores of this final match are announced, we'll be taking a 10-minute break before the beginning of alliance selection. During this time, you can look up the rankings using the FTC results website, but we'll also be posting them on our displays. During this 10-minute break, your team must send a single team representative to queuing to prepare for the alliance selection process. With that announcement out of the way, let's meet the teams in Cooper Match 28. We'll start with our Red Alliance, where we have Team 6200.
From Barrington High School, it's For Your Fish Project.
Joining them on the Red Alliance, it's Team 7869.
From East Moline, it's the Frankenbots.
Over on the Blue Alliance, it's Team 7006.
From Chicago, it's Robo Titans.
And rounding it out, it's Team 15118.
Last but not least, from Deerfield, Illinois, we have CogChamp. FTAs are ready.
All right, we have got the all clear for Cooper Match 28. We'll go ahead and get started with this last qualification match of the day in 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, 3 robots moving on our final match. Unfortunately, 6200 misses the Skystone and accidentally hits the bridge, unfortunately. However, CogChamp also misses the first Skystone, and they miss the second Skystone, unfortunately. 6200 has Foundation in. Can they get a Skystone? Let's see. Ooh, they get the second Skystone. Unfortunately, CogChamp does not get Foundation in, but they do park, if I'm not mistaken. I can't see that side.
Driver, pick up your
so
controller.
I cannot tell. Anyway, I think we have 2 parks on red, 2 parks on blue.
1.
Red has a slight advantage, so let's see what happens. All right, CogChamp, first thing to do is push blue Foundation in to protect their blocks from being stolen. Right now, 6200 working on what they do pretty well, which is stacking. And their teammate, Frankenbots, working on feeding them. Feeding them is more of like, I guess, a forum term for a robot that simply supports, really. CogChamps is taking advantage of that neutral bridge in order to get to the other side, because it only counts for points if you have a block. So if they want to move to the other side, it's probably easier to use the neutral bridge so that they don't bump into their teammates, Robo Titans. Right now they're working together so that they don't incur any moving penalties, because if they control 2 blocks at a time, that is a major, I believe. I do not want to say anything, so I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's a major. So it's a minor, I've been told. So a lot of teams have to be careful of this. We've had a lot of this happen, both at state and at league competitions. Right now, 6200 has a beautiful 6 stack? Yes, 6. I can count. And that's our end game buzzer. All right. 6200 just places the block, almost knocks down that tower with their capstone. Their teammate waiting to pull out this thing. CogChamp, unfortunately, I believe, missed the Skystone, but is currently pulling out right now. They have a higher stack, however, red has more blocks, I believe, and they had a higher autonomous score. 2 parks. It's a close match. We'll come at you with the results shortly.
That right there, the last qualification match of the day. we have some scores that we are waiting on. While we're waiting on those results for the last match, both from the Solomon and Cooper divisions, just a reminder about the Alliance selection process. Once the results are announced for the last match of the day, we will be taking a 10-minute timeout so that teams have an opportunity to strategize and prepare for the Alliance selection process. During this 10 minutes, the rankings for both divisions will only be available electronically. No ranking lists will be printed. Those ranking lists will be shown on our projectors, on the pit TVs, and is also accessible at the scoring website, ftc-scoring.firstillinoisrobotics.org. My apologies, FTC-results. Seeing all these robots all day, that's the only R word I can think of. Also, a message from our FTAs, we are still seeing our Reyes iPhone. Our Reyes iPhone, please disable your hotspot. But again, once we enter that 10-minute timeout, your team will need to send a single team representative to queuing to prepare for Alliance selection. As soon as we have our final results, we'll share them with you all and get started. And we have the all clear to share these last two sets of results with you all. Coming up first, we have the Solomon Division Match 28 score. That last match going to the Blue Alliance with a final score of 110-82. That's good news for Robotheosis 3507. That'll put them in the number 2 position, a guaranteed captainship in our playoffs if they want it. We also have the results of our last Cooper match of the day. Coming up on our display now. That one goes to the Red Alliance with a score of 103-67. With this, all of our official results have been posted and our qualification round is over. It is currently 2:30, meaning we will start our Alliance selection promptly at 2:40 p.m. That means you have 10 minutes to prepare and 10 minutes to send a single team representative to queuing to represent your team during Alliance selection.